What are some particular parenting skills that can lead most directly to children's development of autonomy and good, solid executive functioning skills? Are there some tips for parents who are hungry for that information?
Sure. So when we code for this in laboratory settings or in field settings, some of the things that we're looking for in the parent's behavior and things that parents can actually be coached to do, parents who might lack these skills, is to provide choices to the child in the situation, provide suggestions. So what we do is we put parents and children together in a situation where they have to solve a problem together. And so it might be completing a puzzle. And by design, the problem is too hard for the child to solve on their own.
Uh-huh.
So they really do need adult help, but it's the style of help that we're looking at in the parent. So what some parents do is, if they're what we call autonomy supportive, is they might, let's say they're solving a puzzle together and the child's struggling. The autonomy supportive parent might notice the correct piece that needs to go next, and just surreptitiously nudge that piece in front of the child's field of view. So that when the child looks down next to find the new piece, there it is. It's the most obvious one. They're going to grab it and insert that piece, and it fits, and then they think, I did it.
Yeah.
And so it's that I did it feeling that is what we mean by autonomy,
Right.
and self-agency. And that parent, it doesn't take any credit for it, and lets the child have that feeling of mastery.
Right.
In contrast, a controlling parent might make the child feel rushed, might be intrusive, and just kind of say, like, get out of the way and let me do it. Or they might want to take credit for the accomplishment instead of allowing the child to feel the sense of accomplishment. And the kind of third style that we look at when we code for this is called Laissez Faire. And that's when a parent is not being very supportive. They're also not being very controlling.
Yeah.
Instead, they're just kind of checked out. So they're allowing the child to struggle too much without stepping in as needed. The idea is that an adult caregiver provides support and scaffolding so that children can build their cognitive skills and their social and emotional skills on their own, again, feeling a sense of autonomy or agency. The way that parents can do that has to do with how they interact with their children. So as I described, providing the child with choices and suggestions, not being overly intrusive, not being overly laid back. But the other way that parents can do this is through modeling of good executive function. And so the parents' own executive function skills turn out to be really important for their parenting. And we've learned that, again, mothers and fathers, wealthy and poor parents alike, that the parents' own executive function skills is very strongly correlated with their parenting. And that parents with low executive function skills tend to be more controlling or more laissez-faire, which is not as optimal for the development of these skills. So the way that this works in a theoretical sense, we believe, is that when parents provide the just right amount, if you think about the Goldilocks adage again, just the right amount of support and control, helps the child to develop the sense that I have a choice. I have a choice in how to act, think, or feel. And being aware that you have a choice is always going to be the first step, the first necessary step toward reflection. So reflecting on your thoughts, actions, emotions, the decisions that you have before you, the choices that you have before you, enables you to then control how you follow through on that. If you don't even realize that you have a choice, then you go around being reflexive. And everything's sort of a reflex, a habit, a knee-jerk response, and you're not stepping back and taking stock of what your goals are and what your choices are in this situation.
Right.
And so that's where we think that parents are really doing a tremendous service for children's development when they help them understand the choices that they have and how to act, think, or feel.